China invading the United States. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. So a lot of talk about China, war with China, Pelosi's visit, all that kind of stuff. What would it look like? Boots on the ground, invasion, war? Well, I'll tell you what. China is already invading the United States. They're just not doing it with guns and soldiers. They're buying up land. They don't need to invade us. They can just sit around and wait for us to collapse. And then buy up the remnants. Pretty soon they'll just own the whole thing. That's one potential scenario. With our current financial situation, our national debt, the failing, whatever you want to call it, of the US dollar on the world market and being used, its status as a global currency in question, they don't have to put boots on the ground. They'll just wait for us to collapse, fall apart, population decreases by 50, 60% because of famine, fighting, conflict, disease, all the other things. Then, when we're weak, them, Russia, whoever wants to, could potentially just walk right in and say, okay, we're your new bosses. Do I think this is likely? I don't know. It's looking like more and more like that. They meaning Russia, China, and other countries that don't like us, are, I don't believe, unless I just don't know, that they have the financial problems that we have. Now, they may have their own problems, I'm sure, but they actually have, a lot of our enemies actually have strategic food reserves. We don't. It's held in cash. Well, what good is cash when nobody's selling? There is no food to buy. They actually have gold. China and Russia have both been buying gold for a long time. They can go on a gold standard. We can't. Our fiat currency will fail. Then what? I know it's all doom and gloom, but in honesty, I mean, it's just what's going on. How do we prepare for it? Well, there's only so much we can do. Even if you got a big group of people, a big tribe, you're still very limited in what you can do in the big picture. The big picture, if it came down to it, would have to involve lots and lots of groups banding together and fighting. And at that point, yes, it would be a war. The best thing you can do now is probably what you're doing already. Preparing, stockpiling food, stockpiling water, stockpiling freedom seeds, freedom seed holders, defensive tools, tactical gear. But most of all, well, not most of all, there's a lot of things that are most of all, but a very important part of that is tactical training and your physical fitness. You can get more physically fit. If you're not physically fit, you're not going to do anything against a trained adversary. A lot of good old boys sit back and think, oh, we got, all these guns in the United States, we got all these gun owners, yeah, we're just gun behind every blade of grass. That's a false quote also. The Japanese Admiral Yamamoto did not say that. That is a misquote. Look it up. He did not say the Japanese would invade us because there's a rifle behind every blade of grass. That's fake. False. Anyway, there are a lot of gun owners in the United States. But how many of those people are actually trained in a sense or in a way that they can do something about a foreign invasion out in the woods boots on the ground in the mountains fighting a war? Or how many of those people are just, testosterone filled, oh, I'm really bad, because I got myself a defensive tool that, whatever, that's black. But no training to go along with it. And, oh, we're America. It can never happen here. That's wrong attitude. Wrong. Never underestimate your enemy. There's a lot. Have you heard about how big the Chinese military is? And you think, oh, we're the United States. We're the best military in the world. Well, yeah, we used to. Not so much anymore. A lot of our equipment is old. A lot of our equipment also may not have all the spare parts that it used to due to all these shortages. What about our manufacturing capability? Do we have a manufacturing base to ramp up for war? No, we don't. China has it. Think about that. Russia has it. Other countries have manufacturing. We don't. On that scale. We have some, but we've given it up. All to chase profit margins, make more money, buy things for less. Any recovery from our current situation is going to be painful. Whether it's people really buckling down and owning what they do, not running up debts, paying off debts, bringing manufacturing back. There's a lot. War is not pretty. Don't hope for it. There's a lot can go on. This is serious stuff here. The serious doo-doo will hit the spinny object. And yeah, I don't know. A lot of people are not ready for it. I don't feel I'm ready for it. What would we have to do? Well, it depends. Depends on the situation. If we get invaded by a technologically superior force, speaking of technologically superior than the average citizen, there are ways to defeat technology and advanced weaponry. But do you know how to? Does your group know how to? Do you even have a group? How often do you train? What do you train on? How effective is your training? What kind of experience do your trainers have? I wish every former special forces operator out there would start training groups of American citizens like they were trained in the military to do. Partisan groups, guerrilla resistance fighters. Because really and some people are like, they think that in a negative connotation or bad, just like militia. What is bad about it? Constitutional, law-abiding citizens, good, honest people, just wanting to defend their freedom. Well, the only people that have a problem with that are people that want control and or power, or don't want you to have the control. For the people, by the people, right? It's not so much anymore. It's definitely not by the people. It's by the wealthy and the powerful. It's not for the people anymore. I don't believe they give a crap about us, other than being peons and cogs in their system. I know it's overwhelming. But we have to talk about serious things like this. Seriously, get yourself fit. You may not be of the age, of the whatever demographic that most people think of when they think of gunfighters, of guerrilla fighters, of warriors. A lot more people might be pressed into that role than they realize. If we're in some kind of major conflict, yeah. And think about the status of the U.S. military right now. The wokeness of it. Not good. The degradation of our advanced weaponry. Our ability to replace advanced weaponry. What's our ability to replenish all of our rockets, our missiles, our planes, our ships, our tanks? No bueno. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. All I know is that we need to prepare. We need to prepare for what is coming. We need to have tools like that. The full part of it. We need training. We need physical fitness. And above all, we need Him in our lives. Very important. Anyway, I love you guys. It's a tough topic to talk about. There's so much to it. There's so many different things. Please, I'd be honored if you subscribed. If you hit that thumbs up, share the videos, comment, all the things to help reach more people. To awaken more people. Not woke, awake. We're going to need to band together. We're going to need people that are willing to take this seriously, to do the tough things, and to stand up when the time is needed. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.